As I want to connect our virtual professional Tektronix oscilloscope to what we would find on the iPad. So if I just go to the iPad and I select Create New, you'll see that we can pick an oscilloscope down here. Okay, so let's just say we built a quick, circuit over here. Okay. And we've not necessarily talked about a function generator, but we will. And a function generator is going to look something like this. So I can just flip this around. Let me see, flip horizontally. I think it goes this way. Oh, no. But that's fine. Oh, I want to rotate. Rotate 90 degrees this way. Okay. And let's just say I pull some type of ground down here. So I need to go to power sources and then pick a ground, and there's our ground. And I think that might be all I need. Let me go ahead and put a resistor in here by picking basic and just going to resistors here. And then I'll just say OK. And so now we'll have some voltage source going through a resistor, and we'll look at that voltage signal going through that resistor, and we're going to bring that back around like so. Oh. And we'll drop this ground right here, and so this should run. Okay, so it's running without a problem. And now we're going to put this on our ground side and pick a channel here, and we want this on this side. So remember, we measure voltage in parallel, and so I can just double click on this, and I should be able to run this, and you'll see that we have a signal coming in right here. And so it's difficult to see the signal. It's because it's so big. What we can do is hit auto set, and when we hit auto set up here, it should go and get that signal for us. So you can see that we have a sinusoidal wave being produced right there. So I want to do the same thing on the iPad. And so I'll just go to the iPad. Let's pick ourselves a resistor. Let's see if we can do the same thing. I'm just going to grab this resistor and bring it up here, rotate it around, and let's get ourselves here's a square wave source, and here's an AC source. So I can pick this square wave source, and it's possible that I can double click on it. I'm sure that I can change my square wave to something like, well, it's a square wave here. If I click on this, you have triangle, sawtooth, pulse. I'm not quite sure the differences between those, so I'm just going to delete that. Let me try this one right here, and double click on that, and the waveform is AC, still square wave sawtooth. And so let me just go ahead and look and see what we have here. Good morning, Derek. Good morning. So let's see if we can produce this function generator. And don't forget our grounding source here. In this case, you don't have to bring a meter here, because the meters are already connected. So you can see if I just select on my resistor, it's going to give me what's happening over the resistor, but this is not as meaningful with a digital multimeter. But if I bring up my sine wave or my oscilloscope, you'll see that it has scope right here. So it's actually producing a scope, and this is saying that this is the current, and the green signal is the voltage, and then they're saying that the power is the blue signal. So you'll see that it corresponds to these things, and it's actually giving you quite a bit more information than the Multisim. So this is really standard. This is what you would find in the lab, and of course with the iPad you can do a bit more. So I just wanted to connect those two together for you guys and let you know we can do the same thing. Okay?